So, how did I come about writing this book? Well, I always knew that I wanted to write a book for years now, probably over a decade, probably more than that. And I had different topics in mind, but I just weren't sure if that's what I wanted to write about initially, right? Based on the topics that I had in mind. And so when I changed my career after moving to America back in 2009, it's almost like I was living a whole new life. Like I started over with life, right? Starting from ground zero, working my way back up. And as I said in my book, that I always knew that I wanted to help children, right? And so my dream was to be a pediatrician, but that didn't happen after I had my daughter. And so after moving to the United States, have two children, changing my career to teach, because at the end of the day, I'm like, I need to be that full-time parent in my children's life. And so, what other career would there be? Number one, and number two, I always knew that I wanted to touch lives, to pretty much be not, I wouldn't really say a mentor, but just be a little bit more than that, like playing a big part of, enhancing the lives of the youth. So, after looking back at everything, I was like, okay, why don't I just be a teacher, right? So the opportunity came where I started off as a substitute teacher, and I realized, wow, like it almost felt like it was a natural transition for me into the education world. Fast forward now, a few years later, I would say probably so that was back in 2011. So now 2020, between 2020 and 2023, I'm finally putting my thoughts together. I did my dissertation, and I didn't go as far as having to actually conduct the research and all those different things. All those stuff is in the book. So once you get the book, you'll kind of have a better understanding of what happened at that point in my life. So after several years of, working in different districts, in different states and so forth, I'm like, why not write a book about my life as an educator? And that's when this book was born.